Welcome back to Coins Numismatic Series, where every coin has a hidden story, and sometimes that story is worth far more than you ever imagined. Today's episode is all about uncovering value where most people never even think to look. We're diving into two Lincoln pennies that might seem completely ordinary at first glance, but for collectors, they hold a world of detail, rare variations, and surprising market value. These are the kinds of coins that slip through everyday hands without a second thought. Yet in the right condition or with the right features, they can command serious attention. So get ready, because once you see what to look for, you may never spend another penny without checking it first. The 1970 Lincoln Penny 1-cent coin. The 1970 Lincoln Penny stands as one of the most intriguing and widely studied coins in the Lincoln Memorial Series, not because of its basic design or mintage alone, but because of the fascinating varieties and subtle differences that have captured the attention of collectors for decades. At its core, the 1970 penny continues the familiar Lincoln Memorial design that had been in use since 1959. On the obverse, Abraham Lincoln's profile faces right, a design originally created by Victor David Brenner. The inscriptions "In God We Trust" arch above, "Liberty" appears to the left, and the date 1970 is placed on the right side. For coins struck at the San Francisco Mint, the small S mint mark appears just below the date, while Philadelphia coins carry no mint mark and Denver coins display a D. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, with the inscriptions "United States of America" and 1 cent framing the structure. If you look closely, you can see the tiny figure of Lincoln seated within the memorial, a detail that adds depth and artistry to the design. Now, what makes the 1970 penny especially fascinating is the presence of multiple varieties, particularly the small date and large date versions. These variations are most noticeable on the 1970 pennies, where the difference in the shape and size of the numerals can significantly impact value. The small date variety features thinner, more delicate numerals, and the 7, in particular, appears level with the other digits. In contrast, the large date version has thicker numbers, and the 7 often appears slightly higher than the rest. These subtle differences may seem minor, but in the world of coin collecting, they can mean the difference between a common coin and a highly valuable one. Among all the varieties, the 1970 small date penny is one of the most sought after. Even more valuable is the 1970 small date double die obverse, a rare error that shows noticeable doubling in the inscriptions, particularly "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." This doubling occurs during the die creation process and is not the result of wear or damage, making it a true mint error. Collectors prize this variety because the doubling is visible and distinct, making it easier to identify compared to more subtle errors. High-grade examples of the 1970 small date double die can command significant prices, often reaching hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on condition and certification. In terms of mintage, the 1970 penny was produced in large numbers across all three mints. Philadelphia alone struck over 2 billion coins, while Denver and San Francisco added hundreds of millions more. Despite these high numbers, the presence of varieties and errors creates pockets of rarity within the overall population. The composition of the 1970 penny remains the traditional bronze mixture of 95% copper, with the remaining 5% consisting of tin and zinc. This gives the coin its classic reddish appearance and a weight of approximately 3.11 grams, a characteristic that collectors often associate with pre-1982 pennies. Error coins from 1970 extend beyond double dies. Off-center strikes, die cracks, and clipped planchets are all known to exist. Each of these errors represents a moment when the minting process deviated from perfection, creating a unique coin that stands apart from the rest. Condition plays a crucial role in determining value. Most circulated 1970 pennies are worth only a few cents, but uncirculated coins with strong luster and minimal marks can be worth significantly more. Coins graded MS65 or higher are particularly desirable, especially those with full red coloration, known as red specimens. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint also add another layer of interest. These coins were struck with specially prepared dies and polished planchets, resulting in sharp details and reflective surfaces. High-grade proof coins with cameo or deep cameo contrast are especially sought after by collectors. Collector interest in the 1970 penny remains strong due to its combination of accessibility and complexity. It's a coin that invites study, encouraging collectors to learn how to identify subtle differences and recognize valuable varieties. For many, it serves as an introduction to the deeper world of numismatics, where small details can lead to big discoveries. Historically, the 1970 penny represents a period of stability in U.S. coinage. Yet beneath that stability lies a dynamic environment of production and variation. It's a reminder that even in years of high output, the potential for rarity and value still exists. The 1977 Lincoln Penny 1-cent coin. The 1977 Lincoln Penny may not carry the same level of immediate recognition as some of its more famous counterparts, but for collectors who appreciate condition rarity and subtle detail, it offers a unique and rewarding experience. Produced during a time of high coin demand, the 1977 penny was minted in enormous quantities. The Philadelphia Mint alone struck over 4.4 billion coins, while the Denver Mint added more than 4 billion. With such massive production numbers, it's easy to assume that the 1977 penny holds little value. However, as with many coins, the true story lies in the quality of surviving examples. The design remains unchanged from previous years, with Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This consistency reflects the enduring nature of the Lincoln cent, a coin that has become a symbol of American history and everyday life. The composition of the 1977 penny is the same bronze mixture used for decades, giving it a weight of approximately 3.11 grams and a rich copper color. For collectors, this composition is part of the appeal, as it represents the final years before the transition to zinc in the early 1980s. Where the 1977 penny becomes particularly interesting is in the area of high-grade preservation. Because so many of these coins were heavily circulated, finding examples in pristine condition is surprisingly difficult. Coins that have survived with full red luster, sharp details, and minimal marks are highly sought after. In top grades, such as MS66 or MS67, the 1977 penny can command impressive prices at auction. These coins are rare not because they were produced in small numbers, but because so few have survived in such exceptional condition. This concept, known as condition rarity, is a key factor in modern coin collecting. Error coins from 1977 also add to its appeal. While not as widely known for dramatic errors, the 1977 penny does exhibit examples of doubled dies, die cracks, and off-center strikes. These errors, though often subtle, provide additional opportunities for collectors to find unique and valuable pieces. Repunched mint marks can also be found on some 1977 D pennies. These occur when the mint mark is stamped more than once, resulting in a slightly doubled appearance. While not as prominent as earlier repunched mint marks, they are still collectible and can add value to the coin. Proof coins from 1977, produced at the San Francisco Mint, offer another layer of collectability. These coins feature sharp details and reflective surfaces, often displaying cameo or deep cameo contrast. High-grade proof coins are especially desirable, as they represent the finest examples of the year's production. Market value for the 1977 penny varies widely, depending on condition and rarity. Circulated examples are generally worth only face value, but uncirculated coins in high grades can be worth significantly more. Coins with exceptional eye appeal, strong luster, and minimal imperfections are particularly prized by collectors. Collector interest in the 1977 penny is driven by its challenge. It's a coin that requires patience and persistence to find in top condition. For many collectors, the goal is not just to own a 1977 penny, but to find the best possible example, a coin that stands out for its quality and preservation. Historically, the 1977 penny represents a period of continuity in American coinage. It was produced during a time of economic growth and stability, and its design reflects the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln. While it may not have undergone significant changes, it remains an important part of the Lincoln cent series. In the end, the 1977 Lincoln penny is a testament to the idea that rarity is not always about low mintage. Sometimes, it's about survival, condition, and the ability to recognize value where others see only the ordinary. Together, the 1970 and 1977 Lincoln pennies demonstrate the depth and diversity of coin collecting. One offers a world of varieties and errors, while the other highlights the importance of condition and preservation. Both remind us that every coin has a story, and sometimes that story is worth far more than a single cent.